Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, comes out and says gays are welcome in Russia. But, okay, now that but, he never said he doesn't welcome them, but there's limitations, and the limitations are narrower than the American flavor that is being pushed. That's their culture, that's their country. Who are you to judge? All right, let's see. Russia Today, February 20th, 2024. Gays welcome in Russia, Putin says. Adults can leave and let leave, but children are off limits, the president warned. And obviously we can have a few people who might say, well, the same thing is here, obviously. Yet. Russia is actually tolerant of people with non-traditional sexual orientations, so long as they don't target children or flaunt their preferences, President Vladimir Putin said on Tuesday. So that means do whatever, man, whatever. Don't target these guys right here and don't flaunt your preferences. The president made the remarks while addressing visitors to the Strong Idea for a New Time Forum, a yearly event organized by Russia's state-backed Agency of Strategic Initiatives. And I'm quoting Putin. We are quite tolerant towards people with non-traditional sexual orientations. We just don't flaunt it. And we don't believe it's right to flaunt it. Let everyone live, the adults, as they want. Nobody limits them in anything, Putin stated, explaining that basically there are only a handful of rules which limit the LGBTQ community in the country. And I'm quoting Putin. As for the children, I have already said many times, don't touch the children. That's it. This is the first one. And the second one is we are, first and foremost, a state that is guided by traditional values. End quote. Over the past few years, Russia has gradually tightened its legislation aimed at countering the spread of what it calls, and I'm quoting, LGBT ideology, end quote. The drive began in 2013 when the dissemination of said propaganda was outlawed among minors. The ban was reinforced in December 2022 when the new legislation introduced major fines for anyone found guilty of promoting, and I'm quoting, non-traditional sexual relations, pedophilia, and transgenderism among minors and adults alike. Late last year, the Supreme Court of Russia outlawed the, and I'm quoting, international LGBT public movement, end quote, designating it as extremist. The ban stemmed from a lawsuit filed by the Russian Justice Ministry, which asked the top court to do so, arguing that the movement has been involved in, and I'm quoting, incitements of social and religious discord, as well as exhibiting unspecified, and I'm quoting, extremist traits. Well, these are way behind us anyway. We are way ahead of naming people extremists if we don't like something. The extremist designation has been harshly criticized by multiple rights groups in the West, which have argued that it is, I'm quoting, absurd and vague. I would say vague, but let's see if these guys are having it clear. And that it has had a catastrophic, end quote, effect on the LGBTQ community in Russia. The inclusion of any group in Russia's, and I'm quoting, extremist organizations list effectively bans all of their activities and outlaws all of their associated symbols. Well, Russia, you can't judge other countries' culture. I don't know. Personal, do what the fuck ever you want with you guys, right? As I said, children, I think that's all right. Why? Because children are vulnerable. That's why we don't let them vote. carry guns, drink, smoke, things like this. Why? Because they're incapable of understanding life yet. Not only physiologically they're not developed yet, but experience, life experience. So let them choose when they become adults. And if they want to do whatever they want to do, it's consensual adults. Whatever you want, man, whatever. So here it is. That's their culture. Other countries have different cultures, and other countries, other nations are pushed certain kind of new norms. All right, my friends, here it is. So Putin says, you're welcome, but we have rules. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.